The piece that I've just played is built around sixths, and sixths, they've been around forever and they've been used by everyone in every style of music you can possibly imagine. You hear them in blues, you hear them in rock, you hear them in country, you hear them in pop, you hear them in classical all the time. And the reason is because they're just so musical. And the great news is they're not too hard to learn and they're not too hard to start incorporating into your own playing. So in this lesson, I'm going to break down what sixths exactly are for you and show you how, as I say, you can start using them in your own playing. And then after that, I'm going to teach you how to play the piece that I've just played. Let's get into it. So when I say a sixth, I'm speaking about the interval of a sixth. And all that is we can take one note of the scale and then go up 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You combine those two, that's the interval of a sixth. So the piece I played was in the key of E. So if we have the scale of E major, we have this. We can start on the first note, the note of E, count up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes us from the note of E to the note of C sharp. We can play those two notes together and that's our sixth, okay? And that's it. And then what you can do is you can do that right on any note right the way across the scale, all right? So if we think of the E major scale being here, okay, that note G sharp, that's in the scale. Of course, you have to know the scale to be able to do this. But you can play that and then play up the scale. 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you got that, okay? And then you can do the same thing on the next note. Play those two notes together, okay? And then move up to the next note. Same thing. The next note. Okay, keep going. Okay, keep going. Don't worry if this isn't making sense just yet. And then lastly. Okay, so that's how they're built. If you then combine them together, you get this. That's going up the scale and then back down. You can hear right away that you've heard this kind of thing before and just how musical it is. So there, what I'm doing is you're playing on the third string, the first fret and the open. That's your first grouping, and then on the same two strings right the way up, of course, you then play the second fret, then it's the fourth fret, and then the fifth and the sixth, So you've gone like that, and then 7 and 8, and then 9, 11, and then you're back, so 12th and 13th, which is the same as open and 1, of course. So you can go all the way up. Practice that, and then of course practice going in the opposite direction, and straight away just start messing around. Maybe you start here and then skip and go up to the 4th fret, then down to the 2nd, and then 5 and 6, and then to the 4th, and then 7 and 8, like that sort of thing. And just start messing around, coming up with different patterns and ideas, and just being able to visualize this across the fretboard. So that's how you come up with sixths. Now let's learn how to play the piece that I played at the beginning, and you can start putting all of this into practice. So this little piece starts like that, and really I'm just thinking E, A, and B, or B7. That's all I'm thinking. And on the E, we're playing the 4th fret on those two strings, and then it's going to go down to the 2nd fret, and then open and the 1st fret on the 3rd string, right? So that's what's going on there. And in the bass, because that's over an E chord, we're just going to play the 6th string. We've got this pattern going on. So if we hold down the 4th fret on the 1st and the 3rd strings, the pattern is string 6, 3, 1. Okay, and we just do that 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we go down to the 2nd fret, same thing, but we just pick strings 6, 3, 1. Okay, so we just do that pattern once. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then to here, and again just the pattern once. Okay, so slowly. It does help to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so we're playing 8th notes. Okay, and then comes the A chord, and in the bass we're just going to play the 5th string, and it's the same idea, but we start on 5 and 6. Okay, and then 4 and then 2. Okay, so same in the picking hand though. Yeah, so 3 times here, 1, 2, 3, and then once and once. Then count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we go back to the E and do that exactly the same as the first time. Okay, so far you've got back to E, and then for B7 we get this, which is quite cool. So just hold down on B7 and play the same pattern. So we do it 3 times, strings 5, 3, 1, right? On the 4th time, keep the bass there, but we're going to play the 1st fret on the 3rd string and open first, so you get, and then just back to your regular B7 and once there. So slowly you've got like that. And that's kind of the first time through the progression. And after that, we go back up to E here, and we just play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Repeating that pattern round, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then it goes to A, but we're going up here. Same pattern, but 9th fret. Going to do that 3 times, and then 7 and 8, and then 5 and 6, right? Which is a really nice lift. And then back to E, exactly the same as before, the first time. Okay, and then B7, we just go once through. We stay on the B7 for twice as long here, so just play just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 bars there, just that pattern, just round and round, and then the second time through, for the next 2 bars, we play it exactly the same as we did the first time on the B7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then I just end on an E chord. So that second half of this piece, we come out of our B7 and then to our E. We went up to A, and then our E just like the first time. Then hang on the B7 and stay there again. And that's it. So here it is once more from the start. I'll play it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to A. Back to E. And then the B7. And E. Hang there for 2 bars. And then up to A. Just like before, first time through, and then B7, and all of that was created with this idea of 6. Hopefully now you can see just how great 6 are and that you feel confident and comfortable enough to start using them in your own playing. Just keep messing around with them and exploring and having some fun. That really is the key to learning this kind of stuff. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about this kind of thing, then check out my course, Total Guitar Mastery. In that course, we go into real detail on all things guitar really, but lots of fretboard stuff going on. So if you want to understand this and how to use it, get the most out of it, understand chord scales, arpeggios, and actually make music with them, then check out that course. As I say, I'll link to it down in the description. You can try it out completely for free. But yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you again. Bye bye.